Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Planning for Reality. I hope everyone is doing well. I really want to thank all of those that watched my previous videos and commented and liked. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I was quite nervous to film the yearly setup in my bullet journal because this is my first time doing such video and I'm really new to YouTube, and I'm also learning the skills and traits to continue using the bullet journal. So thank you again. Today I'm going to be doing my January monthly setup in my dot journal, and I mentioned that this journal is from Kmart here in Australia. It's really inexpensive, and the reason why I did start with an inexpensive one is because I want to learn and see if this system works for me before investing in a more expensive bullet journal. So in my previous video, I set up the yearly, and you can see this is my future log and my goals pages. If you'd like to see how I set it up, please check that video out if you haven't already done so. And now we're going to be moving into our January setup. I haven't filled anything in yet. I'm just getting it organized and ready to get used. And I will try to not let this video get too long or too chatty. So let's see how we go and let's jump straight into it. So today the supplies I'm using are my rulers, and I mentioned before I bought these fine liner pens from Big W. They come in a set, really inexpensive, and the Crayola Super Tip markers, they also come in a set, really affordable. And if you can't already tell, my January theme is going to be green. A lot of the spreads I'm creating are inspired by other bullet journalers and YouTubers. So I want to give them a thanks for, sharing and giving me these ideas. So I'm just going to start here on the title page of the month with a border, and you can set this up however you like. I have pre-planned how I'd like it to look, and also so I'm not wasting or making this video very long before filming. So I'm just going over my border with the fine liner pen. And I will try to, if I can figure out how to speed some of these clips up, I will. So that's my border done. I'm keeping it really simple for January, and you will see that I do tilt the book to write. It's a little bit easier for me to write that way. I am by no means very good at lettering. I'm still learning, and I am not at all creative or artistic. I have decided to make these videos to see how I progress and improve in spread creating and lettering. So I hope you enjoy and stick around. So I've just got the heading January in black writing, and I'm going to just put in a small calendar here to reference throughout the month. So that's my basic setup. You can easily make this. You can write it in normal writing or capital letters, block letters, whatever you like. I'm going to go in with the green and color in the border just to give it some color. So that's my January cover page. Moving along, I'm going to create my monthly spread on a single page. Sometimes I do this on 2 pages. Sometimes I don't make one at all. But I do like to use one. It's a very good visual for, you know, seeing what's coming up. And I've decided to make each box 5 grid spaces by 5 grid spaces. There are so many different ways you can set up your monthly calendar. This is just one idea. If you like to do it vertically, you can also do it that way. I don't mind tilting the book for it to be read horizontally. And now I'm going to add in the days of the week. I hope it's the camera is lined up and you can see everything well. So I've added the days of the week, the number of the week, to have a good visual. And now I'm going to make my key. So I don't write anything in the, I'm not planning to write anything in the calendar this month because it wouldn't fit all my events and so on and so forth. But I am planning to create this key and just mark with a dot or a little square what to look for on what days. So that is my month at a glance. On the next page here, I plan to use this page to provide space for the details of those events and appointments that I'm going to have marked in the calendar. So very simple. I'm split the page into 4 and just going to be creating some headers. So that's my goal page. Just to add a little bit of color, I'm just going to highlight the name of the headings. And in here, I will use the corresponding colors to match my key and list out all my events, goals, any deadlines I have, and anything else that it doesn't have a heading for. And I do it that way so I can avoid the clash between personal events and work events, family events, so on and so forth. So the last page I set up for regular planning in my monthly is a tracker page / gratitude. I have recently implemented the gratitude section into my journal. I used to have a separate book for that, and I've decided to combine everything into the bullet journal. And I mentioned that in my first bullet journal setup video. The reason why I have decided to start bullet journaling and how it's been working for me. There is so much you can do in a bullet journal. It's very customizable. You don't need to necessarily spend time and create these spreads or decorations. I'm just going to switch over to the smaller ruler. You can just use it for notes. You can use it the traditional way. And you can make it work for you in your life. Some people use it for scrapbooking and memories. You do you, what suits you. So here I'm just creating monthly trackers. And I only track 2 things in my life every month. So I only need 2 spaces. But if you want to add more, you can definitely do that. There is a lot more space down the page if you decide to use this particular spread. So that's the standard setup so far. Now, what I also create for my monthly spreads is my monthly budget. And that is one of the main reasons why I also started to bullet journal, because I can add this page without having a separate planner or book for my budget. And I do the budget by paycheck method. That's the system I use. It's been working great for my family. Feel free to check out my cash envelope stuffing videos and sinking funds and debt overview video on my channel. And I use the monthly budget not just to plan out, but also as a check-in at the end of the month. And that is my monthly budget setup. So let's refresh what we've done today. We've got our January heading page, our month at a glance vertically with our key, our events page, our trackers and gratitude, and our monthly budget. If you would like to see how I set up my monthly budget, stay tuned. I do plan to film such video in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize for any errors I've made or if I wasn't clear. Thank you again. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. Put a comment below to share your experience in bullet journaling or any other planner, or if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Bye.